Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and we are heading towards one of the stations. Basically, we're trying to get to see if we can go buy another ship, because, well, we need more thrusters, and, yeah. But on the flip side, we have made a bunch of progress, even though it doesn't probably seem like it. We will walk you through all of that, show you what we've done on the ship. First, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic week and are having a terrific day thus far. If we only had another 363 million. Oh, I really want one of these. Just because of the fact that if we had one of these and we could drop it down there to take the parts, we'd be done with our build. Oh, man. I have to say, I'm actually surprised this one, the Blue Ambassador, is not ion. That one's hydro. Well, I think it is actually ion, isn't it? Well, I know it's got ion thrusters on it, but I don't think it has large. I think it only has the small ions for maneuvering, and then it uses large hydrogen for propulsion. Yeah, see, the LCC, that one might not be bad. I might have to do a little bit of off-camera grinding and see about picking that up. So, while waiting for one of these to spawn, we've actually purchased one of these and ground it down. We've captured one of these and ground it down, and we've captured a couple of the mining carriages because, well, they're actually really easy to catch, at least right now. Oh, in fact, do we have any up? No. Oh, I keep hoping for more. Take some of this stuff off here. Okay, so when we were together last time, we had gotten a couple of the thrusters online, and now we have a bunch more. See, you did that. I didn't make it. All right, we're gonna head towards the planet. Well, we're gonna head towards the moon. Whoop. Wrong button. All right. There's a business shipment. I wonder. While we're here. While we're here, I kind of want to go take a look. I don't remember what's on these things. I'm kind of curious to see if it's going to shoot at us. Because if it shoots at us, then we know we shouldn't be dealing with it. I have a feeling that we're going to get in trouble for doing this. So, but I'm really looking. I mean, I'm looking for any way of getting the ion thruster parts without going and mining a crap ton of platinum. I may just break down and go find the platinum. We have the mining rig. There's no reason not to use it. Oh. So the question is when we get close to it, is it going to freak out and start shooting at us or not? Now, it shouldn't. It does have ions on it. Oh, you look beat up. What happened to you, buddy? Got a bunch of ions on it. I'm seeing a couple of exterior turrets. Well, interior turrets, I should say. Oh. How many is it? I'm curious. It's one, so there's going to be one on either side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there any down here? No. I'm only seeing 7. That's not even enough for one large thruster. But you definitely took a little bit of a beating. Wondering if it got hit, like if it hit something, or... I'd love to know what it's got in its cargo container. Ah. Yes? No. Damn it. I would really, really love to know. Alright. Go ahead and fix this thing up for him. Come on. I don't want to build the catwalk. That should so give us like bonus points with these guys. Alright. That's a detection range, which means there's a beacon in there. Man, see, I'm really, really tempted to do it. I am so tempted to do it. All right. I'm gonna stop tempting myself. Because you know that I'm just at some point just gonna go ahead and say the hell with it and start breaking these things down. So I guess we'll head back, and I'm guessing, or I'm thinking here that what we may do, I may go ahead and just do the mining thing, go see if we can find some platinum. I think platinum still spawns on the moon, right? Guess we'll find out shortly. It's funny how we can see the... Look at that, we're 5 kilometers out from that thing. And we can see the ship. That ship is way too big. Oh my god. It should not be that easy to spot from 5 kilometers away. Oh, the things we do to have fun around this place, yes? Alright. So, thankfully, we are almost back. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in the mining craft. I think we're just going to do a little bit of a tour. It's a Friday. We're going to keep it fairly light. Oh, what we should do, because it's pretty dark here. Let's do this. There we go. Make it blinding for us, right? All right. So, since we were together last time, like I said, we've been harvesting ships. So we now have a bunch more of the large thrusters online. We've added a second thruster here. We added one on either side, so we now have 2 for lateral and 1 more for propulsion. Now, the reason I've been focusing, and I think I mentioned this before, The reason why I've been focusing more on the ones up front for the lift thrusters is because once we get this thing into space, you don't need a lot of thrust mass to get, basically to change direction. So we're not going to need a whole lot on it. Hoping, honestly, we could probably get away with just one on either side. Because if we do that, go 1, 2, and if we got rid of one of the retro thruster, we would actually have enough to try lifting off. I think what I'll do is this weekend we will go harvesting some ships. Yeah, I think we'll go harvesting some ships this weekend and see what we can come up with. For interior space, we actually have progressed a little bit. Let me bring you into an area that we can get into easily. There we go. Do I have any? No, but I do have some plates. Or debris, rather. Let's see if we have any plates anywhere, or it's all done. Okay, so how much iron do we have left? Should be 14k. I have enough for 2 more K of these, I think. Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Okay.
Energy low.
I don't need much in the way of plates, but basically what we're going to end up with here is something like that. Okay. So we have, as you can see, all of the walkways are in back here now, including going back into the engineering section. This brings you up here into effectively a hiding area. I'm thinking that if we ever do something with multiplayer where we have, like 10 or 15 people playing, if we have any type of infantry, they're going to be over here. So when you get close to a ship, they're just going to swarm out and attack whatever it is they need to attack. I thought about doing that on the front, but I figured that might be bad because that's probably going to be facing towards something attacking you. And you don't really want to have your infantry, walking into a kill zone. At least, I don't want to, at least. Anyway. All of our welding should be... It looks like all of our welders are actually built. I couldn't remember if we'd finished those last time or not. Make sure all you guys are done. You are all done. Okay. Yeah, I've been spending so much time trying to pirate stuff. It's like, I can't remember what we built and what we didn't.
No fuel.
Yeah. Okay, so we do that. We do that. We do that. And let's see. Let's go see if we can find some platinum. Oh, let's... I don't think there was any over here. I think this is all iron and nickel and stuff over here. Oh, nope, platinum. Oh, that was convenient. All right. Completely unintentional. Wait a second. I'm wondering if it might be better to go through that way. Oh. There you go. That thing's been irritating me for a little while now, so finally have a reason to get rid of it. Alright. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can grab us a little platinum. I have to say that was actually kind of funny. That was completely unscripted. Believe it or not. Like, I'll just head out in a random direction. I know that there was some resources over here. Oh, I have to say, once I modified this ship to have the 4 drills on it, rather nice. And we are cutting into platinum now. We're in platinum territory. Now the question is how much did we just pick up? It's quite a bit of platinum. Alright. I'm not going to complain with what we got. Alright, so how much did we end up with? Let's see here. 25k. Trying to remember, I have to do the math on that. I want to say that that might actually be enough. I actually don't remember now. I had figured it out based off of how much it costs to make one thruster component. And at one point in time, I was factoring it when I still needed to basically build all of them, all of the thrusters. And I think it worked out to something like, I don't know, I want to say like 4,500 ingots or something like that. It was some crazy amount of material. Alright. Which I know this isn't going to be enough, but for what we still need, it may be close. Alright, so let's bring this thing down. Lock that in, turn that off, set you to recharge. Let's replenish you really quick. Okay. Oh, okay, so each one of these is what, 950, is it 960? And I want to say it's 0.13 platinum per, something like that. Actually, yeah, no, I don't have anything. I don't have anything that's attached to. Okay. I might put a railing in there. So we can put railings in without the walkways, so I may put a railing in there. I'm just coming down here so I can charge as I need to. I don't know. So if we look at this thing, and here, thruster components, yeah, 0.13. So at 100, 1300 per, so roughly 1300 per. So about 4 grand plus the, what, 5, 6 in the back. So about 10 grand total. 11 grand, 12 grand for the one on either side that we still need. So about 15K. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a while. 10. No, that's not right. That would be, because 1 ingot would be 10, so 10 ingots would be 100, so 1,000 ingots. Oh, that's, okay, yeah, that's right. So about 15,000 ingots. And I think that has a 15 or a 100 to 1 ratio. Maybe it's just slow. Yeah, maybe it's just slow. Okay. We'll let that run for a little bit. Oh, and one of the things somebody asked for. Somebody said they wanted to see a complete walkthrough of the ship. So let me take you on the complete walkthrough, starting from the combat bridge. Basically, this is where it all starts and ends, right? So we have the main hallway here, which leads to the med bay. We'll swing back through the other way in a moment. And then we have crew quarters here on the side. We have the small secure docking area here, which has the pass-through and a connector. Turn off our lamp so you can see. One of our launch tubes. A different launch tube. And then the area that's going to eventually go into... I'm thinking we're going to have a small... I don't know if we're going to do small... I don't know. We'll probably end up doing something up here. I don't know what we want to put in here. If you have any ideas, throw them down in the section below. I mean, because we could even do like a forward observatory or something in here. Because if we throw some blocks down in here, we might... Oh, you know what I could do? Oh, that could work really well, actually. So you see the line we have here? If we change that up a little bit, what we could do is mirror that line on this side and make it like a forward observatory. That could be interesting. That could be very interesting. All right. So this is our main bomb bay area, and I'm still debating on whether or not to take these forward launchers, or the what would eventually be forward launchers, out or not. And then the mirrored version of what we have on the other side. We come upstairs, and that leads into an area that I think I'm going to put... no, I can't put railings here because we've already got stuff here. Got those. Okay, that's fine. Which leads into a upper observatory for the bomb bay, which also has the ascending stairs to the upper landing pad. This is the unsecured landing pad. We come back in. Brings us into the engineering section, which also leads into the hangar, which, you know, we have things parked in here. Come into the hangar, you've got the storage area, we've got 2 connectors, you know, our drink dispenser, and views into the habitation area. And again, this is mirrored on both sides. We're gonna just walk up here. We put in some walkways over here to make, you know, a little bit interesting. And you want to be safe. Our jump drives are online and charged. Got a walkway so we can get back into here if we need to. Coming through our second jump drive, which we, again, like I said, everything is mostly symmetrical between the ship, between the halves of the ship. And so we do have 4 jump drives online. I'm curious, what is our maximum jump distance? 8 kilometers. So we're getting 2,000 kilometers per jump drive on this thing because of the current mass. That's absolutely terrifying. Now, every section in that we've gone through so far, except for the forward section with the openings on the bow side, everything else is actually airtight. We can close the entire thing down and pressurize the entire ship. And we have not done so yet. But you come down here, and this brings you into the other access side. And these rooms, which I think we're going to set up. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm going to put back here. I'm thinking that we may end up making one of these our where we store all of our programmable blocks and timer blocks. And the other side, we may make crew quarters for the assault troops that we were talking about that would stage up here and wait for us to get close to a base and fly out and shoot things. Yeah? Alright, let's get down here. So coming back in through here, we have our little observatory area, so you can see the staging area for those shock troops that we were talking about. You have the lower conning tower with stairs going into the upper conning tower. Now, if you close this door and that door, the room won't pressurize because it's mirrored on the other side. If you close those doors on this side, the entire conning tower will pressurize. You have your operations flight deck here, another drink dispenser, because you don't want to have to go trekking through the ship to find a drink. And I keep telling you, coffee, no clang cola on this bridge. Okay. And then you have the windows. Now, somebody did ask if I would make a version of this with none of the DLC, like even the official DLC stuff. So I will make a version of this. I'll probably take this one over into creative mode and just do it in creative mode and then re-release it. So you'll have a version with the DLC and you'll have a version without. Just for those who don't have the DLC or don't like the DLC. Or, if you really want to, you can just take a copy and do it yourself. The ship will be up on the workshop once everything is done and we're ready to go, and once we officially launch the ship. Now we are going to make these pocket spaces here rec areas. There will be a kitchen on one side, and I think what we will do is have like the head space on the other side. So basically you have your food and everything, maybe even just a small dining area. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so if you come through here, like if you're coming in from the unsecured landing pad, you'll be walking through here. These will be sealed because these are the thrusters. Once the thrusters are fully welded up, brings you into this space, and I do think I'm going to put that left railing in. In fact, what do we need for those? Construction components. Oh, do I have a construction component with me? Really? Oh, I do. Oh, that's right, because I took the landing gear. I think those count as armor blocks. Okay. That is rather awesome. I do like the new detail blocks like this. There's a couple other places I want to use those without putting the actual walkways in. So you come down through here, we have our store block, and really this is here because I wanted something other than the ATM, and I figured that if you're using this in multiplayer, you might actually want to let people come in and do some trading. So you might also want to relocate this. We have our contracts block in case you really want to be friendly. And that brings us back to the main hallway. So we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna recharge really quick. And we're gonna slip out through the hangar here. Because one of the things that we did is like I said, we did make a few changes. You probably noticed there's more conveyor piping down here now. One of the changes that we made is I removed the conveyor block that had been blocking one of the assemblers from the upgrade module. So now that both assemblers have two speed modules on them. Let's see if we can find a place to tuck up and in. All of our welders are now tied into the conveyor network. You guys are piped back that way into the actual cargo containers. And there's a few places where these things actually cross network. Or they did cross network. Did I take that out? I may have taken that out. 1, 2. Oh, that's right. The forward welders are cross-networked. They're fed from both sides, going forward and coming aft, which is tied in through this portion of the network. Is actually tied into the upper portion of the network, is where this all ties in. Right. So you are all tied in there. You go up. You're tied in through there. You are tied in. Yeah. So yes, everything is patched in. Okay, just making sure. And then we have the two Bobs. We've got Bob forward and Bob aft. And I think that is pretty much the ship in the entirety right now. Just dreading welding more of these bloody thrusters together. Okay. You know what? I am really tired. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this one here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Not as much progress made as I would have liked. I would really like to have been in a position to launch the ship today. But I know that what we have for lift thrust right now just isn't going to get the ship up off the ground. I think we do need these other 3 thrusters. Maybe. I really miss having the control panel on these. Does anybody else remember when these had control panels on them? Oh, man. Come here, you. Because I'm wondering if we disable this. Let's try it. Okay, so that's going to hold if we take this out. I'm just checking here really quick. You know what? I'm kind of curious to see if this actually will let us take off. Yeah. Come here, you.
No station fuel.
We've got so many batteries on this thing. All right. Let's check to make sure the thrusters are actually turned on. They are. Are you guys all enabled? You are. Okay. You know what? Because this is just me being silly. Alright. So if we do that. I'm really, really dreading doing this, but oh, actually, no, we don't have to do that because all of the connectors now should be on this ship only. I should be able to do this without. I'm trying to think, do I have anything on any of the other connectors I need to worry about? I think I do. Crap. Crap. I just remembered we have stuff in the hangar that almost hurt. Okay. Yeah, see, and you don't have a landing gear on you. You do have a landing gear though. Okay, so if I can get in here, can I get in there? Oh, I can. And you are on starboard. I don't remember what I numbered these cargo bays or the hangar bays. Okay, so we'll do that. We're gonna take a quick trip to the other side. We're gonna see if we can do the same here. And you are Vector A port. You're going to be hangar connector B port. Do we have any other connectors that I know of on board? Or no connectors in any of those bays, no connectors up there. There is a connector in here, but I think you are already labeled, yes? You are the secure hangar. I think that's it for connectors. Oh, everything should be... All right. We're ready to go to get it. This way. Told you, been playing the game entirely too long today. All right. It's coming up on midnight Thursday night for me.
No
So I
fuel.
am losing my mind. Okay. And we want...
No fuel.
That one. Switch lock. Okay.
No fuel.
So one of two things is going to happen.
No
This is going to
fuel.
work, or it's going to blow up. What's everyone's bets?
No fuel.
Let's do this really quick.
No fuel. No fuel. No fuel.
Okay, so if this doesn't work, it's not because we don't have the power. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yep, not enough thrust. Yeah, not enough thrust. Okay, good to know. We didn't fall over. We didn't fall over immediately, so that's a good thing.
No fuel.
And we're gonna get out of that seat, so we don't have to listen to that thing yelling about how we don't have fuel. And we're gonna go. Which is funny because what it means is we might actually need. We might actually need more thrusters. Oh crap. If we need more thrusters, where the hell are we going to mount the damn things? I mean, I guess I could double them up in here. Maybe? 'Cause those are what, 3 buys, right? I mean, I could take that line out and add one on either side, gives us 5, and then flip a couple sideways so that we basically have 3 running in the same space, because that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be 10. So we could do 3, 6. So that'd be, what, 5? So 3 more. So we'd be adding 4 more. So you end up with 8 here, 8 there. I might need to do that. That's absolutely terrifying, actually. I'm not gonna lie, that is rather terrifying. If I have to add more large thrusters. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and leave this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in that section below. And like I said, let me know what you think about, potentially throwing more thrusters on this thing. As well as what we were talking about earlier over here is the little observatory space on the shoulders, on the forward shoulders here, that will mirror or mimic, I guess would be a better way of saying it, the outer cowling that we're putting on the side of the ship here, which will, obviously cover the thrusters, but give them a little bit of protection. So we'd basically just have something that came out and folded back on itself like these do. And we still have to finish getting some of this armor on the superstructure up here. Okay, we have a lot to get done, but I have all weekend to do it. So, yes, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in once again. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if so, well, hope to see you back here next time on Monday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. And hope you have a fabulous weekend.